Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Marvel Avengers. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, fun and frustration. Let's get to it. Alright, so initially I was going to do more along the lines of a review of Marvel Avengers. Instead today, I think I'm going to go through and talk about what I like, what works, and some of the problems that some people are having. So I do like some of the level design. We'll get more into that in a minute. The character design I really enjoy. They've really put a lot of detail into the different characters that you can play. I do like having that faction interaction where you can get different gear if there's a piece that you're looking for that you're missing, that you can do that once you get to the appropriate faction level.
Nothing this time? Say okay.
Now I gotta run back to the war table. Alright. So when you are, I do like the unlockable skills when you're looking at your, skills. You've got 3 different pages to go. You've got 50, currently 50 hero levels and up to 150 power that you can get up to. Now, certain skills will only unlock at certain levels, but once you get to a certain point, you can unlock basically whatever you want. The different cosmetics are nice, whether you are using premium currency or the in-game earnable currency, so credits or units. Now, I would say, looking at your skills, mainly focus on your primary skills initially, and then move on from there.
Did you keep track of the rest of us when you were undercover?
Of course I did.
Now, I say primarily because your specialty skills will have different skills that you can use, and it depends on the hero that you're using. Alright, I need to find a drop zone, something relatively quick that I can get in and get out. Let's see, Shield Faction mission. I think that's a little bit faster. Here we go. The gear that you get as loot drops, those are all really nice. Different rarities that you can get. And then, of course, as you go along, you have better and more perks that you can unlock with your gear. So when you get certain pieces, there'll be perks that are locked. Some will be unlocked, and then in order to unlock it, you have to upgrade it or boost it, which you'll need resources in order to do. Now, if you're going through the levels, going straight to the objectives, you're not going to get as many resources as if you were looking around and exploring.
We've identified an AIM facility that is vulnerable to attack. Though there are still security synthoids to contend with, we expect the Avengers should be able to easily prevail. Take out any AIM forces you encounter. Target practice time!
Alright, now in terms of level design, I've heard, specifically from ACG, that... Oops. The level design is not that great, because it just kind of seems like things were dropped around. You got different pieces that are just kind of lying around or just not what you would necessarily expect from or would like to see in level design. Now, I have to respectfully disagree. The big thing, I thought they were doing a disservice with level design in terms of not being procedural in nature, where they are more or less set, so it'll always look the same every time that you do a certain mission. However, the bonus, or not bonuses, the resources and the strong boxes, the locations are procedural in nature, as well as the different puzzles and how to get certain items from using that tactical view. Now, of course, I would highly recommend using the tactical view often so you don't miss any opportunities for gear and or resources. Now, in terms of combat, I really enjoy how they put it together. It's very easy to pick up, but hard to master. So you've got the light attack, you got the heavy attack, you've got different skills that you can unlock, but even with that you also have things like dodge, and you have parry, which will make a big difference in how these engagements work. Now, I do not like a couple things in terms of the level. The puzzle where you have the access terminals. In order to open a door, you need to have either Black Widow or Iron Man in order to open them. And I don't like having a certain character that you have to have in order to be able to, unlock a certain thing on a level. Additionally, by the same token, there are breakable doors that cannot be opened by Iron Man or Black Widow because they don't have the appropriate attack. Now, there is a little bit of a workaround for Iron Man, because if you have the Hulkbuster available, you can have a power attack and that will break down the door. So Iron Man is, well, right now, the best character to have in a mission because of those reasons. Oh. Ooh. So if you're going through a level only using your light attack and heavy attack and abilities, there's certainly nothing wrong with that. You can certainly do that. The downside is that you're going to have a little bit harder time if you're only doing that versus if you're using your parry attack and you're using your your takedowns and using your skills and perks to your advantage. Certainly that'll make things a lot easier. Alright, now also I want to talk about bugs that are happening in the game for either most or some people, they're widespread enough that Crystal Dynamics is aware of it. Now, if you have a bug that I don't talk about here, I will put in the description later on where to send correspondence to open a support ticket and what information you'll need to have. All right, now number one, the fabrication machine. If you are not able to access it, or if you're not able to get items out of the fabrication machine, now it is supposed to work like this. You go up, you interact, you decipher the pattern on there, and you're supposed to get something out of it. And if you already have whatever pattern that came out of it, if you already have that cosmetic, then you're supposed to get units. So if you have the Midas outfit and it gives you another one, then you're supposed to get units. If there is another one that you have not gotten, you're supposed to get it. So I mean that's how it's supposed to work. You're either supposed to get a cosmetic or you're supposed to get units if you already have whatever it is. They are aware of it. They're working on a fix. So if it is currently not working for you, then certainly wait for that patch to come out. Certainly not game breaking, but it does happen. The mission interrogation anxiety is not completable because you're not able to interact with the appropriate character at the time. They have a fix that they are testing and will hopefully be in the next patch. Infinite falling. So you're just falling through the world when you're entering the Avengers initiative. What happens is the helicarrier only partially loads, and then it loads your character onto a section that has basically nothing there. One of the things that they say that you can do is get an invite from one of your friends, load into their session, then leave, and then you should be okay. Unlocked outfits locking again. So either on the challenge card, and I'll get to this in a second, if you unlock an outfit and then all of a sudden it locks again, what they are saying is they have a fix that they're working on, but currently they believe that the problem is previewing outfits, so they recommend refraining from previewing outfits, and that should prevent those unlocked outfits from becoming locked. Use the backup save, and I'll get to that in a second as well, or relaunch the game, and that should then unlock the outfits again. Alright, so backup saves is something that they've added to the mix. It's under gameplay. So before you get into Avengers Initiative or the campaign, you'll be able to look at the different backup saves, and you can revert to that save in case you have a corrupt file, so that you don't have to start it or anything. It's already doing it, and that's if you're on console.
Avenger? Got something new for you.
Challenge cards. There was an issue with the challenge card where you weren't getting the appropriate points for the different challenges, or you were not getting credit for the challenges. That is supposed to have been fixed. So if you used to have it, you shouldn't have it now. But if you're still having a problem, then I would open a support ticket. Lighten the progression, so after you've been playing for some time, doing the Golden Gate Bridge mission. So going back to that mission, you have a character swap or character dupe where the characters don't line up with the part of the mission.
If I needed help, would you have come for me?
You want me to say yes, but I can't.
No, I know. Wasn't fishing.
You were alive.
They're working on a fix,
I had to have
and they say as a workaround you can use the backup save. That will hopefully fix it. Some people are unable to complete the mission house call because of the bridge section. Using a workaround, you can use the backup save, and they are aware of it, and they are working on a fix. Infinite loading screens. If you are going into a mission and you are in there for a while after you've launched and it seems like it's just not doing anything, which I've run into myself, one of the things you can do is from the war table, press up on the D-pad, R1 to go to reassemble and preview, then launch the mission with the Avengers A. So mostly campaign missions. Another workaround is get a friend invite before you launch the game, and then once you load into their strike team, go ahead and leave, and then that should fix it. The community challenge is not updating. You see up in the right hand corner before you start, it'll have a community challenge, but it's not updating. It's updating on their side, and they are working to fix that so that you can see exactly where the community challenge is at and how close we are or how far we are from completing it. And credits not being appropriately accounted for after paying for it. Partially this is a delay on the server side, so if you wait a couple minutes and it doesn't show up, what you can do is try to relaunch the game and it should show up, and if neither of those two work, then you should definitely open a support ticket with Crystal Dynamics, Square Enix, and have them look into it so that you can, of course, get what you paid for. So hopefully that will help you guys out with those different areas that are causing some issues and, kind of ruining your fun with the game, because I think this game can be a lot of fun either by yourself or, more importantly, with other friends that are also playing. So if you're playing with other friends, it's going to be a really great time if you're just playing by yourself, is also fun. So I'd highly recommend this game, and hopefully they can iron out these issues that are happening so that the enjoyment is not ruined by some of the smaller things. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.